It is 10 o'clock. It is time to call this meeting to order. We do have a quorum. Let's begin with item number 2 then, an opening prayer by Brother John Hare here. And John, please pray for guidance for us today. And
I want to thank you for your guidance around the heater.
that's that too.
Let us pray. Oh my God, as we gather here today, we thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for this time of year, for all the celebrations and the gatherings that remind us just how blessed we really are. This morning, oh God, we pray for our first responders, and we ask you to keep them safe. We pray for all the people in this county for whom this is not a joyous time of year. And we ask you, oh God, to help us keep them in mind this time of year. And we pray for this Commissioner's Court. We ask that all their decisions reflect your justice and your mercy for this community and this county. And we offer this prayer in the name of Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You and Miss Angie may stay if you wish, or you may.
I'm getting breakfast. I'm sorry.
Darn, that's what we always hear.
I'm sorry.
Nobody ever wants to stay. What's the?
I did it for many, many years.
Y'all, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Commissioner Hart, if you would, the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state,
under God,
one and indivisible.
Well, welcome everybody that's here. We don't have a big crowd today, but a quality crowd. All right. Chelsea, do we have any public comments on any agenda items?
We do not.
We do not. So we'll move on to item number 6, IT personnel introductions. Darrell, if you would, take it away.
Yes, sir. Good morning. I am here this morning to introduce some new staff in the IT department. I'd like to present them to you, and if you have any questions for them, please feel free. Our longtime colleague, Deanne Black, has retired, and I'd like to thank her for her 11 years of service. She did many wonderful things for all the different departments here at the courthouse. Right now we have 2 new people working with us, and the first is our new part-time gentleman, Jordan Senna. I'd like to introduce him.
Good morning, gentlemen. I am Jordan Senna. I graduated from UNT and a Bachelor of Cybersecurity. And if you call the desk, it's usually me answering. So it'd be nice to know y'all.
Welcome aboard.
Great, welcome aboard. I'm a fellow UNT alum.
We won't hold that against you.
And filling Deanne Black's spot, the full-time spot, is Martin Strife. Martin has a lot of experience in IT, and he brings wisdom, knowledge, and lots of new ideas, so he's going to really help us out in the IT department. This is Martin Strife.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for having me. I did not graduate in UNT. I graduated in Switzerland. I'm really proud to be here, part of the IT. Great team, great people. Give me some time to get to know everybody. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to meet y'all.
Thank you very much. I wasn't UNT either. I was NTSU. That kind of dates you, though. So,
Same place.
I know, same place, just different time.
I appreciate y'all giving me a minute to introduce them. Definitely give us a call if you have any questions or problems, IT things that you need fixed. And we really appreciate your support, and we look forward to continuing to support you in all your technology needs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Darrell.
Thank you, Darrell. Appreciate you bringing everybody by. That's a good look, by the way. Way to go.
I do have to step back because I forgot to mention my other very critical staff member that's running our stream, Christian Martinez, also a very important part of the team. Not new, he's celebrating his 5th year of working with us this year. So thank you to Christian. He does a lot of important jobs for us. Thanks.
Yes, he does.
Thanks.
Thank you. Item number 7 is the consent agenda, and the consent agenda includes non-controversial and routine items that the court may act on with one single vote. The judge or a commissioner may pull any item from the consent agenda in order that the court discuss and act upon it individually as part of the regular agenda.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as is.
We have a motion from Commissioner Snuggs to approve the consent agenda as is. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Sicking. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? And there are none. The consent agenda passes 5-0. Item number 8, deliberate and consider possible action regarding the request by Constable Precinct 2 for $5,000 to be added to vehicle maintenance to repair the transmission on Ford F-150 and budget amendment for the same. Take it away, Constable Precinct 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I would rather go have a colonoscopy than to come up here and ask y'all for money. I promise you. But at the same time, I've
We
worked
can
for
arrange
this county.
that too.
Pardon me?
We can arrange that too.
I've worked for this county for 43 years, and I've never had a better running vehicle than I have right now. It gets me where I want to go, and it treated me quite well. And I want to try to keep it if I possibly can. But we found out that I inherited a problem with the transmission when I got it, didn't know it, kind of gives me a skip every once in a while. Took it in, had it evaluated, and sure enough, it is a transmission problem. And if you look at the estimates on it, it's going to come right at $4,975 or something like that. I can't remember now what it is. I would like to, you consider that addition to my budget. And with that, I'll give it back to you.
Move to approve.
We have a motion, Commissioner Hollowell, to approve the repairs to Constable 2's vehicle. Did you have a question?
Would we pull, we
Out
would
of
pay sales
contingency.
tax on that?
No, she'll catch that when it comes through.
Where do you want it to come from?
I was gonna say that too, it'll go away when it
Yeah.
comes through.
Yeah, were you gonna say something?
I guess
Matt?
that'll come out of contingency, is that right?
Yeah, according to the budget amendment, yeah. Don't, we got any choice?
No.
No,
Did one of y'all second it?
not yet.
I haven't yet.
Oh, I'll second it.
We have a second, Commissioner Snuggs. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? There are none.
Whole lot cheaper than a new one.
And it's a lot cheaper than a colonoscopy.
Bless you.
And those are the repairs that they can't budget for
Yeah,
every year.
That's right.
You'd sit on a big repair budget every year to do that.
that's right. Item number 9 is to deliberate and consider possible action regarding the quote from ESO for a program that allows EMS to track vehicle and equipment maintenance and repairs in a digital form.
Good morning. ESO is the program that we use to do our patient care reports. This is just another feature that we're requesting them to add, to turn on basically. It's going to allow us to track our vehicle repairs, our maintenance, It'll also allow us to run reports on that so that we can identify any patterns of repairs. It help us in scheduling our preventive maintenance for our equipment, and that figure covers all the units that we have, plus all the equipment that we have, all ventilators, all cardiac monitors, all the things that we do maintenance on right now. The main thing is, I think it's going to help us predict possible future trends and identify problem equipment that we may need to look at replacing.
You already have the money in your budget?
Yes.
I move to approve.
We have a motion, Commissioner Arnold, to approve the motion. Did I hear a second there? Commissioner Sicking seconds the motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? There are none. That was even easier than Chuck's colonoscopy.
There you go.
There you go. Item number 10, deliberate and consider possible action regarding the approval of the preliminary plat for Sunrise Acres in Precinct 2. Commissioner Snuggs.
Never here. I'm trying to get to the picture.
Seen her.
Okay. This is the one that I've got to, we'll table it and bring it back next time.
All right.
I've got a meeting with the engineers tomorrow on this one. We had some issues that haven't been resolved as of this morning.
Okay, we're going to table item number 10 and bring it back in the next court, Chelsea. Thank you. Item number 11, deliberate and consider possible action regarding rescinding the motion made on 8/28/20, what? 8/28/23 to close County Road 276 in Precinct 2. That was that long ago?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well,
Okay.
okay, so I'm not going to be able to do anything today, but I wanted to talk about it anyways, and I invited Ed, so I have the legal mind. So I had a gentleman approach me about closing that road. The road basically ran into his property, into his house, and it was a pig trail. Well, decided to, if we put the signs up, nobody protested. I talked to the landowner on the south side that owns the whole frontage. He didn't think at that time it was going to be a big deal, but he does plan to subdivide, and he can't subdivide off of a easement road. So started looking at opening it back up, and there's a couple ways to do it. I could rescind the motion, which wouldn't be a popular thing to do, but then we can get the people to agree on it. And I don't have agreeance this morning. The guy who holds all the cards at the end of the road says he's given me a point that he's willing to do, and the guy that wants to subdivide doesn't like it, but I'm gonna just have to bring it back to the drawing board to get them to agree on it. The gentleman at the end of the road did have a lawyer call me this weekend, and I mean, he does have a point. We gave up the road, the property is his. He doesn't have to allow us for the road to be a road again without compensation, so, I mean, that's.
I think we probably need to sit down and talk to that lawyer, the person who wants to subdivide it, and find out exactly where they want to go with it. If they're gonna contend that you closed it improperly, that'll be one issue, but if they don't contend that, then we'll make some kind of agreement that's much better.
Yeah, we followed all the rules, and then looking back, it was a mistake, but we did it properly, so. But,
Well, that's what I'm saying, we need to know whether they're going to claim.
yeah, I told both parties this morning that I'm gonna table it, and we can get to a meeting. I actually thought that I'd asked them to get together and decide on a point to open it to, because we're not gonna open the whole thing again, because it went all the way up to the guy's front door. We were gonna stop it where it made sense, and apparently they're not in agreement.
So there was two property owners on that road?
There's three, but one of them owns the whole one side, and then one guy owns the end of it. And the guy in the middle, fine with it, because the easement's there, he can access it, because.
But they all agreed to close it. At that point, then it'd be up to the developer to build it back out to the road.
Yeah, but he can do, yeah, but I can open it back up to this guy's property, but it's 200 and something feet back. But he's willing to let it be pretty close to where the guy wants, but they're about 70 feet off. But he
It doesn't sound like you made a mistake.
No.
You followed procedures, somebody.
I followed procedures, but I regret doing it.
Well, but everybody agreed to it at the time.
At the time, yeah, it was agreed to at the time. We just gotta figure out, they've gotta agree on a point that the gentleman is willing to let the road open, but he wants to put his gate where he wants to put his gate, and it's his property, so. I mean, I was out in the hallway trying to solve it just before court, and some guys, court
But at
started.
this point, it really shouldn't concern the county. I mean, the road, we closed it off and it's no longer in existence, then it should be up to the developer to get it back to our county road, right?
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I can reopen to that part, and then he can subdivide off of it without it having to be brought up to specs.
Is he landlocked otherwise?
He's got access off of the FM road that fronts it, but he doesn't, it's like 700 and something foot of frontage that it blocked off. It's a huge deal.
But he agreed to it initially.
He agreed to it initially.
Correct.
And then when he found out he couldn't subdivide, that's when the problem came. And he bought the land to subdivide. He's already been to Lake Earl Roberts P&Z, but I didn't know where the roads and stuff would be, so. But what I want to do is get both of these gentlemen in with you and get it figured out and bring it back. But I want to talk about it a little bit, because sometimes it just does good to talk about it and get everybody's input. So I will do no action on this, and I'll put it back on whenever we get an agreement. Yeah, well, if we table it, it has to come back next court. Let's go ahead and table it, that way you'll know to bring it back.
Do you want to bring 12 back too? They're both regarding this.
Yes, because we'll get that one solved tomorrow with the, oh,
It's the
Change
next
the
one.
coordinates once you do it, I'm guessing.
yeah.
That's what you're going to
Yes. And that's what if I would have made an agreement this morning, I wouldn't have had the correct ordinance.
Okay, so you wish to table item number 11 and item number 12, then, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's take them one at a time. Item number 11 is tabled per Commissioner Snuggs. Item number 12 is tabled per Commissioner Snuggs,
Thanks, Ed, sorry for the short notice.
and I'm sure we'll discuss them again on subsequent court session.
Yeah, hopefully I get it solved real easily.
Okay, thank you very much. Item number 13, deliberate and consider possible action regarding a salary increase for the subdivision's administrator, Commissioner's administrative assistant. Commissioner Sicking.
So I'm gonna turn that over to Commissioner Snuggs.
So we've all talked about this one before, but we've talked about it individually. We can't talk about all of us together. I have some confusion on my part on how it went. In my brain, I had agreed for her to make the same money that Kathy was making. And that's what we moved her up to recently. And then, but I guess there was some confusion that the number that she thought was higher, and I didn't know that number. Do y'all remember how the conversation went with y'all?
Well, what I was told is she was told that she would make that, and then somebody said that it would be another 15 on top of that for taking care of commissioner stuff.
Another 15?
I don't remember what you say, month, I guess, I don't even know what the whole conversation was.
Yeah, see, that's where I will admit that whenever I did it, I just agreed it based on, when I said it, not agree, but what we talked about we would try to go for was, we just used the words Kathy's salary. I didn't know what Kathy's salary was, but then I guess Kathy had asked for an increase to the 55 number.
The last two budgets.
Yes, and I guess that's what maybe Amber had in her mind, and I told her, I'm like, it's even though she's gonna be wearing 2 hats, it's an extreme jump, and we've got lots of people wanting to make that jump. It's a tough situation. I told her the other day that it would be hard right now, but we could look at it at budget time, or then decide if we're gonna backfill one of the positions, whether she wanted to.
Because general fund's still paying for it.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask that, so general fund pays for the subdivision spot, correct?
It's paying a third of the salary?
Now, on the actual subdivision,
On the subdivision.
that person's paid totally out of general fund, is it not? It's not a road and bridge exercise.
Well,
Now, her current
Correct.
salary, because she was assisting with subdivisions,
Right.
that's the reason her admin assistant pay was a little higher than some others, is because she was cross-training into that job, right?
Right, so if you replace your admin, that will be paid out of road and bridge, and Amber would be 100% out of general fund.
But right now, the position we're talking about, which is Kathy, well, subdivision, yeah, if we don't put names to it, but
A third is out of general fund, and a third is split between 3 precincts. Or 2/3, sorry, 2/3.
in that position.
Yes.
See, I thought that was paid out of the general fund, the whole subdivision.
I did too.
That person I thought was coming out of general fund.
We.
Now, we split the admin assistants between general fund out of the subdivision department, right?
50% is coming out of general fund for subdivision.
Okay.
And then the other half is split between 3 precincts.
Right.
Because ultimately, the
Yeah.
precincts are responsible for taking care of the subdivisions. I guess that's why we did it. that
Well,
way.
Well, but that is to perform the admin job.
See, I think we're talking.
Because we have 2 positions, we have the, I'm just gonna say names, I mean, that's what we got. Kathy had a position as the subdivision coordinator. Where is she paid from?
100% general fund.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
But
understand.
Amber is not being paid 100% general fund.
Correct.
Right, okay, no,
Correct.
we're talking about the same position, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I was,
So, and, you know, when we talked about it, and our thought was, you know, instead of having to hire, another person, she would double duty, and it would be a huge cost savings. But then it falls into a conflict of a lot of people have wanted to do that, you know, so it's just a tricky situation. But I don't know, it's a tough one. It's just, when it comes down to the the consistency of what we've tried to do with the budget, you know, we need to leave it where she's at, and if she just wants one job title, we'll have to hire another person, or, you know, if she doesn't, then we can look at it at budget time. But it's a heck of a jump on one person, and I never did the numbers. Like I said, I did it based on what Kathy was making, and that's a mistake on my part, but I thought that's what we were gonna be at.
And technically she is.
Exactly, yeah, you know, and I talked to her about this, and I said I hated that she had in her mind that she was gonna be making more. What do y'all think?
Well, I think somebody told her that up front, anyway. If she chooses one job or the other, I mean, it's gonna cost
That's
a lot.
100%, even the benefits on just the subdivision person will cost us more than what we're bumping her. I see, that's what I was saying, I see the cost savings part of it, 100%, but then we have the, you know, the consistency with the other positions to worry about.
Well, let me ask you this, is this something that we need to resolve quickly, or as you said, is it something that we can take up at budget time and
I would think we need to make a decision right now so that, you know, she's not in limbo on where she's gonna be at, so that she knows.
okay, like.
If she
well,
wanted to just do one job, or if she wanted to stick it out and try to get to a different place.
Right now, meaning today, or?
That's what I would think, not kick the can down the road, because she's already kind of been in limbo for a little bit now, not a long time. Because it's just now the positions available, subdivision, you know, because Kathy just now officially retired.
Okay, do you have a motion in mind?
I don't, I wanted more input from the rest of the board on this. Because it's hard, she doesn't work, she works for me as the subdivision person, but she works for them every day as their admin, so they have more conversations with her too, of what we need to do. I mean, it's a money decision, it doesn't matter her opinion, but, you know, they've had more conversations with her about it.
What was Kathy's salary?
49 something. And that's where she is now. 40, what?
46.9, I think.
46.9.
She received a $5,000 increase going into that.
A couple of weeks ago, whatever the decision was made to move her up to Kathy's was a $5,000
So
increase.
if you bring her up to 55, that's an additional almost, I think, 9,000, so it would be a $13,000, $14,000 raise.
And she makes what from us, from the three commissioners?
Is it within that amount?
It's in that amount, in the 46?
That's her total salary, is the 46.
It wasn't. I mean, it is now, it would.
What does the admin spot pay?
What was Kathy's position?
41-ish. I don't have the number in there. I can pull it up on my phone.
Well, if Kathy's was 41 and we're paying her, how much are the commissioners paying her? The three commissioners?
But Kathy was 46.9, wasn't she?
The commissioners wasn't paying Kathy anything.
Not Kathy.
Okay.
What are we paying Amber?
Okay, so Amber's current salary is $46,709.14.
And that's what the commissioners pay her?
No, that is her
What
total.
do the commissioners pay her?
50% of that.
Back up before she got the raise.
Before she got the raise, it was $41,374.
41.
So the increase was $5,335 to go to the subdivisions.
So we're paying her 13,000 apiece, those three.
You're paying her 50% divided by 3 of that 46,709.
No, before.
Let's start from the very,
The very beginning,
I want to know what Kathy makes, and I want to know what Amber makes. Everything.
okay, hang on. So 41,374 is the admin position. Which was,
Is
yes,
this-
13,791 apiece.
That's what we're paying her, 41. Now we add it to her, 5,000 to take and help Kathy,
$5,300, yes.
okay? So now she's doing it all, so let's take that 53 back out. It's gonna bring her back down to 41. Now what is Kathy's total salary?
46,000.
No, we didn't give her 50, the commissioners paid her
709.
41,371. She got there because she was assisting. Okay? When we gave her the 53,35, I think the number was, that took her to Kathy's current salary. So, is that not correct, Elizabeth?
The 41.73 she was making was split.
And
Subdivision was doing a
General Fund
third.
pays for that too.
Say that again.
General fund paid for some of that
Oh,
too.
that's
That,
true.
yeah, that
So
was,
it wasn't
a third was subdivisions and 2/3 was the commissioners.
That's correct.
Okay.
But to get her to where she is today, she makes what the subdivision director spot paid, 46.7, correct?
Yes, correct. She's
That's what
making 46.7.
That's where we took her
You promoted
2
her
weeks
to
ago.
that position.
Yeah, and she assumed the salary for that position a couple of weeks ago.
Correct.
So now we have to decide, do we want an administrative assistant for the county commissioners? And pay her what we would need to pay her?
And you either do that, either do without an administrator, you bump her by another 14 to offset it, thinking we're saving that salary. The problem is we've set precedent with other offices. When we
Are
start
other
giving people
offices doing two
$14,000,
jobs?
oh, they're doing 2 and 3 jobs. And Kathy, I don't want to weigh in on this too heavily, but the problem is giving anybody a substantial increase when basically they're changing seats. And the reason I think our people are doing a great job.
I'd agree with that.
Absolutely doing a
100%.
great job. And I don't want to discount what the several other employees have done that's come to court and asked for raises that we've denied. That's the problem. We've set precedent by not, giving people $13,000, $14,000
So if
pay
I'm-
increases.
So if I'm Amber sitting in that chair, I'm gonna take the better job and say I don't wanna do the other one.
Well, and that would be her choice, and I don't disagree with that, because the problem we're gonna have as an office is if we have one person in there wearing, makes no difference how many hats they're wearing, if they're off for some reason, we don't have anybody answering phones. Our office is closed. So we're gonna have to backfill that position to some degree. So whatever we save, it's not gonna be 100% of that. And you guys have some advantage I don't have, because I've been here for years, and I think you can go back and look, I've voted against special raises every time. So I'm trying to be consistent. Now, what you guys do, I could argue it either way, say, hey, it's gonna save us $40,000 in an admin assistant salary. Well, if we brought in an admin tomorrow, we wouldn't bring them in at 40,000.
But that's also out of road and bridge and not general fund.
Right, but anyway, there's an opportunity to save money. All of them have done multiple jobs over the years.
With this,
The department head thing's a little different because you are promoting her to a department head position. But that department head has requested the same salary increase up to $55,000 for the last 2 years, and we've denied it. Okay, now I can take you all the way back to when that one position handled septics, subdivisions, and commissioners, or I can take you back to whenever that position done the judges admin, subdivisions, septics. I think she's doing an excellent job. She's got a great attitude.
with that,
She represents us well.
yeah, with that subdivision job, there is a lot, because, it's Lake Ray Roberts P&Z, and it requires, monthly meetings at night. There is a lot of extra that goes along with that, And that's exactly what I was thinking with what you said, Adam. She might just want to reduce her workload and not
It would
have the
free her up
headache
if
of
she
both.
needs to be off for something too. If we got somebody else there to grab phones.
And I wondered, of course, I want everybody to make a big salary, but I definitely want her to, but the problem is the precedents that would ripple through this whole, every department that we have, that's the problem. So, if she just wanted to be if she wanted to keep doing it and try to readjust it, that would be fine down the road, or she just wanted to go be the subdivision person, which is what we hired her on to do, but she got to be the commissioner's assistant, or she just want to be the commissioner's assistant. We try to backfill that one. I mean, that would be the question if we don't decide to do the raise. I just,
I mean, you bring another person in, you're gonna pay $1,300 a month just in insurance.
oh, 100%. It's $20,000 a year for Benny's, right?
Why wouldn't we give her a little more money, put them both together? You're eliminating a insurance and a retirement. I mean, that makes more sense. If she can handle it, which I think she can, the other one's down the road. If we need to go look at that, we need to look at that. If it's saving taxpayer money, if we go and say, okay, you wanna just do this one, that's the one you're gonna do, and we're gonna have to hire another person, it's gonna cost taxpayer money, more money to do that. If we could give her a bump, even though it's above the administrative salary, but she's got another task she's doing.
You got, unless, let me say this, maybe she doesn't want to do all of those things.
She's doing
Maybe
it now.
maybe there's someone in the county that already works for the county that would like to do some of the additional things, and you wouldn't have to hire another person. She would do just those things.
You're not
She
gonna
wants
give
to
no
do
more
it, she
money.
just wants to be compensated.
Okay. But you mentioned earlier, she might not want to do all of those.
Well, what I was saying is if we didn't compensate her like she had in her, that she had hoped or thought, I think we've led her down that path accidentally that she would be there, that if she wanted to simplify, I mean, I wouldn't blame her. That's what I was saying.
And that's going back to my point. Kathy was 46, Amber's at 41.
No, Amber's at 46.
She was at 41. She just got a $5,000 increase to take her to the position pay.
Pre that,
What?
before that, when she was just working for us, not subdivision, just the commissioners, she was at 41,390.
I agree. That's what I,
Okay. So if you just think about this, she's gonna do both jobs. So 41,390 plus Kathy's salary, because she's doing Kathy's job, is 46. So if you added those two together, that's $80,000. I'm saying let's give her 52 or wherever that number is to do both positions. You don't have $1,300 a month in insurance.
The money part of it's easy. That part's easy.
the money part's easy. Had we not, we just had a recent position that took a pay cut, and they said, well, if we're gonna do that, then we just hire another person to make up the difference and just serve one office. That's what we get into when, I mean, it's, the money is, if the money's easy, then be prepared at next budget when people come up and want to change titles and add an increase, or, hey, I was just representing one office, now I'm representing two, and I took a pay cut. And I said I wouldn't weigh in on this very heavy. I actually told Amber I wouldn't weigh in at all, so I apologized to her. But it's bigger than the one position, guys. It's bigger than our office, and I will shut up at this point.
But I 100% agree with the money part of it. It's just we have to figure out a way to justify it when everybody else is coming asking for that same type of thing.
That are telling you they're doing multiple jobs,
telling-
and
yeah.
why does just the commissioners, why do we make concessions for our people and not make concessions for all of them? And we're gonna have to hire somebody to answer phones when, in her absence. So it's not a total, it's not 100% profit there.
We got-
And I will have no issues however it goes, guys, vote-wise. I'll sign up and support whatever the court.
Well, how would it have worked if she had been working out of my barn out there, out of the office out of my barn?
Say that again?
Said, how would have it worked out if she'd been working out of my office like yours does? You'd have one person in there, and if they're there, they're there, if they're not, they're not.
Yeah, they're,
I mean,
sometimes, now that we got the new phone system, we'll probably start forwarding it to my cell phone or her cell phone if she has to run an errand. Cause I was gonna say, we can do that up there too.
There's one thing we know, she's getting a promotion and she's getting a pay increase. She's there now, so. And like I said, I'll support whatever you guys do as far as whatever action ends up. I'd be thrilled for
Threw out a
her.
number just a minute ago, I mean. Go lower than the 55 a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I'll just reiterate, the money part of it makes sense. And she's amazing. And she's getting the subdivision thing every day, you know. It's just a
And that's
matter
the
of,
deal.
it's a matter of the ripple through the whole courthouse is my only concern. It has nothing to do with
It's a lot more
Amber.
than what it used to be.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. And then, and when Tuesday night rocks around and I have to have her down at the Lake Roberts P and Z, because I can't be around down there, you know, making it look like I'm swaying, you know, it's just not a place I need to be. I need to let that board do their thing. You know, we gotta have somebody down there. You know, it's a lot. You know, and as the interest rates come down this year, the subdivisions are gonna start popping again too. They've luckily slowed down a little bit as of late. We got 2 new ones this week.
Well, it almost makes sense to hire an admin, because if she's doing subdivisions, that's a general fund job and she works for all of them. But if something happens with road and bridge, she didn't work for Jason. And so then it becomes, let's say we've had a disaster and you want her at P and Z on Tuesday night and she doesn't do subdivision, road and bridge stuff. So then there's a conflict.
I see what you're saying. Always work through that stuff.
I don't know, whenever I started, first Amber was told she was gonna take Kathy's spot. Nobody ever said anything to me about it. And then kind of rolled on to the second Amber and promises were made. And I don't know, I think it's a little bit crazy myself.
And she is in in Kathy's spot, there just was some confusion on what the salary was.
Yeah, she has the
Yeah.
title.
Yep.
Well, I can't hire somebody for 13,000 to do admin. That's why we did it. That's why we split it up.
Right. And and that's understandable. And then that way, if you did that, then that person would be the backup to Amber, like Amber was the backup to Kathy. Just a suggestion. And also the backup to, septic.
Well, subdivision's gonna pick up at some point in time. And when it does, we're gonna have to backfill the admin position. So all the money that we're counting on saving, by not backfilling that will soon be absorbed. And the sad part is, if we misspoke, we need to own that regardless, because what Matt's referring to, we misspoke in the past.
And I own that. When I started this agenda item on that, I didn't say numbers when we talked about it, so I've told her 100 times I feel terrible about that. I thought that I should have looked into the numbers. We deal with so many numbers and so many positions, it's hard to have them all memorized, even the ones that work that closely to you. Y'all wanna make a motion? I mean, it's the-
You'll be okay with the 52, like Adam said, instead of the 55, or y'all don't wanna do it, or what are we doing?
I would, that's kind of what, when I was chewing on it over the weekend, that's kind of what I thought, maybe kind of bend it in the middle and then re-look at it and see how the position's going and then look at everything at budget time too. That's a total.
Anybody?
Kind of letting them take the lead on it, being their assistant.
I make the motion, we table this till next meeting. Till we figure out what we need to do.
Well, motion, Commissioner Arndt, to table this till next meeting.
Do we have to do anything after table it? Do we vote on that or anything? Or just table it, right?
Let's table it. Now, I have a question before I get a second here. How are you going to figure it out? Or do you want a workshop, or do you want?
Well, here's my
Okay,
deal.
I mean.
I don't know how we can take a subdivision administrator
Right.
and pay them $46,000 and have our girl that's the administrative assistant to us, and we're paying her $41,000. And now you want to put it all together and you just want to give her 50. It don't, hell, I wouldn't do that.
No, I understand
Understand
that.
what you're saying.
But you gotta think of all the other employees that are paying
But,
attention.
okay, you
So
other
we gotta be able to
employees,
justify
we
it.
got 2 positions that one person's gonna do. 2 total separate positions, now we're gonna combine them, which is gonna save us money if we bring her to a comparable number for both positions. We don't have the double retirement, we don't have the double insurance. It makes sense. Now,
100% financially.
now, other departments, I mean, the job was you hired this person as this administrative assistant. Now, did they get another deal, or are they just doing more work? There's a difference. They didn't get another position that's already there. We're combining 2 positions together. And one of them's, it's gonna be subdivision administrator and commissioner's court administrator's assistant. It's not just that it's this deal, it's 2 of them.
I don't agree. Just the benefits is the same. I'm just saying, we,
But you can't expect, if I was Amber, I would look at that and go, okay, if I'm gonna do both of them, I would want double, or I would want exactly what each one of them gets paid, if I'm gonna do both.
well,
If we offered
we know
her,
that's not gonna.
The best way to handle it correctly is pay her what the job pays and go backfill with an admin assistant. Because the problem is, at some point, you've got to backfill that admin assistant's position. Are you then going to cut her pay? Do you hear what I said?
Okay.
Yeah, but
Kinda.
I mean, all right, you take her up to 55, say, okay? She's making that, and all of a sudden rocks along, and either we don't have somebody in the office, or we have to fill the admin assistant's position. Now then, she's only doing one position. You gonna take money away?
She ought to go back to where,
How palatable do you think that's gonna be? See, that's the thing we've had most recently, is somebody having to take a cut in pay.
that's what we need to ask her. Which one you want? You want subdivision administrator, or you want assistant, administrative assistant?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the, well,
And I don't blame her for not.
No, I don't blame her at all.
I don't blame her at all if she didn't want to do both.
but that's what happens when numbers get thrown out. You know, it's on us, we own it, I mean. But it, you know.
All right, we're tabled, we're gonna talk to her. The only thing is, the crappy thing is, it's only be, two of y'all at a time. And y'all work closely with her every day, so.
Okay, well, we have a motion to table it. Do I hear a second?
I don't think we need a motion, do we?
We didn't
I
last
think we
time.
just table it.
Just table it.
Just table it, yeah.
Okay, well, my main thing was, do you want to do a workshop, or what do you want to do?
I think we could solve it outside. Bring it back and discuss it.
Okay, you got that then? We're gonna just table item number 13,
Excuse me.
which, believe it or not, brings us to item number 14, which is adjourn. Do I hear a motion?
Gladly.
Pardon?
Gladly.
Motion, Commissioner Snuggs. Do I hear a second? Second. Second, Commissioner Arndt. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? There are none. We are adjourned at
10:52.
Is it?